Hello, welcome back. So today I'm just gonna get straight into it. We're gonna be talking about a beauty website. I have been dabbling with it for probably the past month, yeah. And it's called Hush. Some of you may have heard of it, but it's basically a beauty website that sells skincare, makeup, brushes from low end to high end. But what they are known for are their palette dupes, or like knockoffs of high-end eyeshadow palettes. So when I first heard about them, I was super intrigued because I love drugstore makeup. I love to find makeup dupes. It's like a fun challenge of mine. So when I saw this, I had to look into it. It's pretty cool. There's a website and then there is an app. So the app is very user-friendly. I really like the layout. The app is cool. The even cooler part about the app is that it's free shipping. So not only are you getting like really cool products with for super low prices, but then you get free shipping on top of it. And it's so easy to make these purchases, probably a little too easy. It's a little dangerous, but so what I did is I went on there and I tried it and I ordered off the app. And the first palette that I got is the Inferno the Inferno palette. And I'll go into that a little bit more. So I did purchase the Inferno palette, and then Hush was nice enough to send me a bunch of palettes to review on, but I'm not getting paid for it, but they did send me some stuff. So, but all these opinions are my own, and I'm honest. They actually want me to be honest, which I think that's really cool about Hush. So I'm gonna give you guys my real opinion of these products. And yeah, okay, so let's get into the unboxing. But I am going to show you Inferno first because that is actually my first purchase. So this is the palette and it is a knockoff of the Urban Decay Naked Heat palette, which is what I really wanted that palette when it first came out, but I just never pulled the trigger on it. So this is what it looks like. You know, packaging, of course, not crazy extravagant. This palette was $12, which is awesome. You get a little mirror, which I never use anyways. But so this does retail for $12 on the app, free shipping. The Urban Decay Naked Heat palette is 54 bucks. So this is definitely a good alternative. I have used this palette. So if you do want to see any looks with these, just let me know. But I have been using this and I will tell you, and I'll do some swatches. I'll pop up some swatches for you guys too on all these, but it is a really nice palette. It is creamy, blendable, pigmented. I mean, it's a really good palette. Like, I am super surprised with how good it is for the $12. And it is by Bad Habit. That's the company that's made a lot of these. And I am really impressed with them. So anyways, this is a good one. If you were ever interested in the Naked Heat palette, or if you just really like warm neutral tone palette, everyday palette, this is a good one. Now, the next one is another one by Bad Habit. It's called Retro Love, and I dropped it literally right before I started filming and one of the shadows broke. But I'll show you what it looks like. Okay, so this is actually a dupe for an Anastasia Beverly Hills palette called Subculture. So this palette was $10. The Anastasia palette is $42. Many of you might know the Subculture palette got so much bad flack on its formula, and it was a flop with a lot of the YouTubers and stuff like that. But I did some swatches on this and I am really impressed with the formula. It's almost, just like the Inferno palette, very creamy, very like pigmented, just bomb. So I'm really excited to actually play with this. I wasn't really like pumped on the palette with the Subculture, just on the color selection, but actually after seeing this in person, I'm really excited to play with this palette. So you got this one, Retro Love. Another one is another Bad Habit. It's called Aphrodite, and this is what it looks like. And this one is a dupe for the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette. I didn't swatch this, because so many shadows, but it does seem to be super creamy blendable. I will say I don't think it's as like creamy and pigmented as the Retro and the Inferno, but I really think it's a beautiful palette. And this one was how much one was this one? This one was 12 bucks and the Huda Beauty is 65. So if you were interested in that palette and maybe you couldn't afford it or you just didn't want to spend the money on it, this is a great option if that's something that you're into. Next one, another bad habit, Athena. This is what this one looks like. And this is another Huda Beauty dupe, but this one is the Desert Dust palette. So same thing, this one was $12, the Huda palette, $65, so it's pretty pricey. Same thing though as far as the formula swatches. They did swatch really nice, and when I was like just messing with them, they did seem really nice still. These two, I would say, don't feel as good as the smaller palettes. So just something to keep in mind, but I still think it's a steal for what you get. And you know, if you really wanted the Huda one. The next two, these actually come in a bundle or you could buy them separately, but the first one is called the Amazonia palette, and this is what it looks like. And if somebody knows, please tell me. I cannot figure out what dupe this is. I don't know if it was a Kylie palette dupe, but anyways, but it's really nice. This probably isn't a palette that I would really grab very often. It's not really a lot of cool tones. It just really isn't my cup of tea, but it's swatched awesome. So if this is something that you're into, this one is 12 bucks. And if you get two of these together, it's 20 bucks. So you get a little bit of a price break. The next one is Sahara Face Candy. So this one is pretty. There was a couple like Rockstar standout swatches out of these ones, but same thing. I think it's a really pretty palette. I just don't know how much use I will get out of it, but there are some really fun shades in this one. But yeah, but swatched great, same thing, great formula, and it's good. And I'm sorry, these two are by Face Candy, so I'm not too familiar with Face Candy. I do think that Bad Habit is a little bit more of a standout like quality than Face Candy, but they still felt really, really nice. So those are those two. And then they also sent me two highlighting palettes. The first one it's by Face Candy as well. It's called Unicorn Glow, and this is what it looks like. And this one is $12, and this is a dupe for the Anastasia Beverly Hills is it Moonchild? Yeah, it looked like Moonchild to me. This was $12. Moonchild, the Anastasia, is 40 bucks. So you're getting quite a good savings. It's swatched really nice, but to the touch, I felt like they're not super creamy. They're not a really creamy highlight. It does feel a little like more rougher, but if you're really into these colors, or if you just wanted to try them, but you didn't want to fork out the 40, but you wanted something a little different than the like OG, like champagne gold highlights, move it on it. And the last one is another one by Face Candy, and it's called Mermaid Glow. And this is what it looks like. Very pretty, and it is a dupe for Aurora by Anastasia Beverly Hills, what it looked like to me. But same thing, I mean, these aren't like highlighter shades that I gravitate. I'm more of like an OG kind of gal with highlights, but same thing, swatch nice, but I wasn't really blown away with the formula, the cream, not super creamy highlighter, but same thing, pretty cool shades. And if you wanted to step outside the box and spend less than 40 for the Aurora one, then go ahead and grab it. So that pretty much wraps up my quick little like first impression / like experience using Hush. I do recommend it. I will be ordering more stuff. I did order like a brush from there too that I really like, but I really like the concept. I like that it's affordable. There's good quality products in there, free shipping. And I think it's great for beginners, you know, with that can't really afford palettes, so they're trying to build up their collection. Or if you're just looking for some steals and sometimes you just don't want to, you know, fork out 60 bucks for an eyeshadow palette that you might not get a ton of use out of, but that you might like. So for me, Hush is a win, and I will continue to purchase from them. And I think that concludes. So I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope it was helpful. And yeah, I'll see you guys on the next one.